Yo, this is actually weird. I write down the numbers. Usually, when I get to a page, I cross it into four. So I have episodes 1, 2, 3, 4. With the next page, I only split it into two: 19 and 20, because two episodes to go. Dude, so weird. It's so weird, dude. I don't think it's like hitting that I'm like, we are about to wrap up this show. I know you guys already have, obviously. You've probably already watched the show through a million times or whatever. But to say I've been filming these for a year and 3 months, so around about, it'd be about a year and 3 months when I finish. 100 episodes overall, and we are on the final two. This is the penultimate episode to the entire series show finale, which is madness. Yeah, episode I'm still a bit ill, but not as bad as I was last night, I don't think. Episode 8, 16, 17, 18, 16 was week, 17. Yeah, 18 was fairly weak. I think, like I said, the final 10 minutes were amazing, but it wasn't enough to make up for how slow the other 30 minutes were. So 19 and 20, come on, blow me out of the water. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll wait and see. Hopefully, like I say, Styles has to be in the finale, but can we... I want it to be in this episode as well. I'm kind of worried that it's going to be like the finale, like just building up to that finale, but you kind of want episode 19 in itself to be amazing as well. Like, I'm sure episode 20 is going to be great in for certain parts, but I hope episode 19 has it as well. Yeah. This is mad. Alright guys, episode 19. If you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And if you want early uploads to other TV shows, not Teen Wolf because we're finished, by the time this is up on YouTube or whatever, then a link to the Patreon page will be down below, which will help support the channel as well. If you want to continue helping support the channel once Teen Wolf is finished, even though I'd understand if not. There'll also be links to Twitter, Instagram and Discord if you want to check out any of those. And yeah, the penultimate episode, guys. Let's go. You know, I went into episode 19 hyped as fuck. I was like so ready for the ending of the show, and now I just have no hope for the finale. That felt like an episode to like just a season. Like, it didn't feel like the second to last episode of the entire show. It just felt like it was just an episode. Where's the high stakes? Where's the danger? Where's the deaths? Where's the tragedy? Where's the emotion? There's absolutely nothing there in that episode that was just like, oh, sick, I can't wait for the finale. Nothing. I'm not even hyped. I'm just like, yeah, I guess we'll watch episode 20 then. And like, who should feel like that to a final episode of a show this long? And a show that is at its core good. Like, you should be hyped for a final episode, but I'm just not. And I actually wanted to be. I actually really wanted to be. This episode was horrible. Like, when you really boil it down, if you take the fact that Derek could return into it, which was great, don't get me wrong, like, him returning was awesome. Take that out of this episode, what was good about it? To me, nothing. We had Scott training, and Scott Malia training. The most boring, generic training, like, montage I've seen in my life. Close your eyes. And then it's just him being hit, and it's just like, oh, this takes millions of hours to like master, but then he mastered it, and it was like, okay. But the problem is they had him training, the most boring training thing in the world. They had it in your second to last episode. Scott should be on a mad one right now, like building up to the finale. He's just not. He's just flopping around. Oh, the training was dreadful. Then you had Liam in this guy who's now suddenly a good person, wants to be helping. He helped Liam, and it was all a trap because didn't see that one coming at all. And they're all in the hospital. Okay, we've had the threat of the hospital 5 times before, so nothing new there really. Another shocker, maybe in your final 2 episodes you should try and do something a little bit different. No. Oh, you brought back Kate. Kate shit. No one cares. No one likes Kate, so that's just awful. The Inukate is a sick villain. You brought the Inukate in the final 10 minutes of episode 18, which was sick. You brought him to life. Where was he? He was nowhere to be seen. He just didn't exist in this episode, apparently. and they were training up to kill him, but he just didn't. He didn't want to be here today. He was just like, no, I'm gonna have a day off. Boring. And then, yo, you should be bringing back everyone. Where literally, I'm with Lydia. Where's Jackson, dude? Bring Jackson back. Bring Derek back to the main group, not just flopping around. Bring Styles back. Bring no, Allison, obviously, but like, just bring back the good characters. But who do you decide to bring back? Kate. Kate. No one wants Kate here. My God, why do you think that was a good idea? Oh, I'm gonna shoot this bullet with Sir Scott for revenge. Fuck off, dickhead. Yeah, this felt like this didn't feel like a penultimate episode to another season. It felt like just a mid-episode. It just felt like an episode that was just in the middle of a season. Like, that existed. Like, in the middle of season 5, this episode belonged. Fuck me. That was awful. Like, it was... no, I'm like, part of me is like, it wasn't that bad. It was just kind of, for a penultimate episode, it was shit. No, this was a bad episode. I think the only redeeming thing about it was Scott and Malia slept together, but that was one frame, and that was kind of proven in the end of last episode. And 2, Derek's back, but Derek didn't do anything. Like, I love having Derek back, but put his actual story into this episode. What happened? He got shot. Okay, sick. Good to have that. At least Jackson and forget Aiden. I actually got it. At least Jackson and Aiden did stuff when they returned into it. Derek's done nothing. He just got shot, and he's on his way to Beacon Hills. It's like, okay, yeah, I hated this episode. I think it was out the whole time. I was sat there waiting for it to get good. I was there like, any minute now, it's gonna get sick. It's gonna get sick, and then it did nothing. Lydia as well did nothing. She just had a vision. We're not going to survive this. It's like, okay, thanks Lydia. That was your episode. That's what your arc was this episode, for you to tell us we're not going to survive this, even though we know full on well that they are going to survive this. Fuck. And you had the parish doing nothing. Yeah, I hate this episode. This might be one of my worst episodes of Team. I genuinely hated it. Fuck. I'm gonna go 1 second. 4 out of 10. The only thing I liked about it was Derek was back, and no, 3.8 out of 10. 3.5 out of 10. That was, yeah, 3.5 out of 10, because I don't think it was as bad as episode 11, but this was the second worst episode of season 6B, and it was the penultimate episode of the show. Team Wolf in a nutshell. I'm pissed off. See you later.